Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so I'm gonna do a divine masculine and feminine check-in. Be a little bit sporadic. I'm not sure if I'm gonna come in for a reading tomorrow, so this might be the weekend reading. However, let's see how it goes. And I'm going to start with the connection spread. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest and most beneficial information coming through for the beautiful twins that join me here. What can we see regarding the connection of Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine at this time? So my viewers on the left. Okay, Four of Wands in the challenge spot. Interesting. Okay, so we are getting for Divine Feminine, the Nine of Cups, wishes, wishing for this connection. The Three of Pentacles is the connective space. So this is the teamwork, the Trinity energy. And then the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse for the masculine. Aren't these beautiful cards? So there is a desire for teamwork or figuring out a compromising energy. The masculines are feeling like they can't quite bring this Ace of Pentacles forward. This is the be-all end-all of offers coming in, the most abundant. Like, I'm seeing a balloon being popped and having things like the balloon will never be able to go back to being the balloon with air in it again. And that's the kind of thing. It's like once the masculines bring this offer in, there is no going back. It's 1000%. So it's that kind of a thing here. But there does seem to be a teamwork energy. Turtles, lots of turtles in this. So turtle pace, very slow. Feminines, look at you. You're just like organizing your lotus flowers over here, doing you, minding your own business. And very happy about it. They are beautiful. But all the while wishing, there's a peaceful dove here overseeing the connection. You know what you want. And the Four of Wands is in the connection space. It's really sweet energy. And it's on the table. So I do want to say this is the 1111 Twin Flame Union card. It's in the challenge spot, but it is showing up here. So that means that each counterpart is focused on eventually figuring out how this can work in the physical. Divine masculines are very much thinking about it, even though this offer is not coming forward and the feminines think that they're ahead of the game because they're wishing for it. The masculines are actually figuring out how to provide this, to bring it in the physical. This is an intangible lovey offering or lovey intention, and this is a physical thing. This is actually, you know, something big like changing homes or marriage proposal or quitting a job, moving to a different country, so many different things. Okay, so Four of Wands, what is it that the masculines are doing next that will help work the puzzle of this Four of Wands energy in the challenge spot? Three of Wands. So yeah, they're preparing. The three goes to the four, and so they are envisioning what will need to happen next. Ace of Pentacles is a whole year's worth of planning, I want to say. So between now and next year, union energies do not move overnight. I want to say when it is written in the heart space that there is a readiness to take that leap, there are still preparations that have to play out. And you know, masculine is sun energy. That is an annual energy. It's a slow moving cycle, and a pentacle is one whole year's worth of confirmation. Wow, I'm being reminded in the spring there was a 6-month. When this card came out in the reverse, I clearly got a 6-month energy. So 6 months from now till a year from now, or, you know, 6 months prior to now and another 6 months equaling a year, there is an implementation of the changes. So the first 6 months up until now, there have been major changes, and I'm hearing the next 6 months will surely not disappoint. So whatever's been set in motion, that is the final countdown, the phase that will bring the union actually in the physical. So when we're talking about the union energies that we've been seeing, you know, growing over the time that I've been doing these YouTube readings, we are looking at a slower moving conduit of energy beneath the surface, the turtles, but it's in the physical. It's coming into the physical. These are very high frequency galactic energies. They are cosmic energy. It's divine energy. That's eternal. So it's real, it's pure, it's authentic, and there is a lot that has to follow suit, fall into place for it to actually be evident in the 3D. All of the illusions of the 3D have to balance out in order for the spiritual truth to be revealed, is what I'm hearing in this channeling. And so the masculines are kind of privy to that. Yes, feminines, you're wishing for this, but it's not very tangible from what I'm seeing. Masculines are actually looking at the tangible things that need to happen. So you might be making changes too, feminines, but they might be things that are, you know, what are best for you, that will lead you towards union. But the masculines seem to be very consciously making some bold moves right now. Behind the scenes, I'm getting. Okay, for the feminines, and that was all to clarify with the Three of Wands, this planning, the meditation on what's needed next, what is what, and how it all rolls out. So not a lot of communication of that to you, feminines. There is a leadership motion that the masculines are ramping up with there. And they're loosely considering that it's directly going to benefit your connection, but they're not telling you about it. They like to put action in instead of just words. Okay, for the Four of Wands, what is the next motion the feminines would be going in? The Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is a card of sexuality. This is a card of choosing lovers wisely, possibly considering other lovers in light of the masculines not coming forward in sexual union for many. This fell right on the Ace of Wands, this sexual new beginning. So feminines, you know, make all of your decisions passionate decisions based on whether or not you want to still continue working towards this union, because it's still on the table here. It just may take another, you know, months, and you may not want to hear that, but that is more realistic than, you know, maybe tomorrow, for instance. We could be looking at months out still for this collective. And I want to just say a little bit along the lines of why it takes so long. There is so much karma being transmuted. There's so much inner dynamics the dynamics are being seen in interpersonal relationships. Addictions are being let go. Financial situations are balancing out. Abundance is coming in for people. People are making changes in their lives that are not small, changing careers, stepping into mission, learning new healing skills, learning about energetics, changing friend groups, self-organizing in so many ways. And so it's very, very important that everybody just keeps in their own lane doing them right now, because it hasn't leveled out to where it will be. You know, when we're going through such a mass awakening, everybody is on their own timeline and casting their own vote, and all these multiple votes of consciousness that each person puts out there goes into the median energy, the median collective ascension, and that collective average is the predominating collective consciousness. That is what we all kind of vibe with subconsciously, mainstream, we'll say. So we're setting a new normal in mainstream, and all of our ways of showing up hinge on our set and setting, our relationship to that mainstream energy when the dust settles after these major collective contractions of becoming. I hope you followed me in that. So it's not just you and your masculine, you and your divine feminine. There's a lot more to it. It's all of humanity sorting out the new normal right now. I'm just shuffling for the masculine and feminine energy. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel for the collective. What are the divine masculines thinking and feeling about the connection, and their divine feminine wishing, doing, challenged by? And also, what are the divine feminines feeling and thinking about their divine masculine? What are they wishing for the connection? What actions are being taken by the divine feminines that will lead into union? Seeing what cards I'm going to use here. Those ones? Okay. Changed up on me. What is the biggest challenge for the feminines? What is the spirit guided solution? And where is the connection going in the near future? So this is where we get into like 3-week window typically. Okay, so for the masculines, what are the masculines thinking of the connection? Hermit in the reverse with soul confidence, reassurance, and source essence. So a little bit of coming out of the hermit mode, having seen this star path of destiny. There's a little bit of faith and hope being brought forward right now. So awakening to source. If you've been wondering if your masculine is becoming more spiritual, this is a yes, a definite yes. And seeing how things work together, seeing how destiny is there whether we recognize it or not, and that because it's always there and it does not depend on us, it's more of a sure thing, it's more of a trustworthy constant, and that is giving the masculines confidence. Something about your connection, divine feminine, is standing the test of time also. I've just heard infallible. I just heard infallible. So I heard your intuition is impeccable, divine feminine. So there's something that has impressed upon your masculine that's drawn them out, that energetically has given them more confidence about your connection. And you might be feeling that too. Divine feminines, how are you thinking of the connection? Patience, that's the Temperance card, and a new earth. It is happening. Keep holding the vision. So don't give up hope, divine feminines. Didn't we just get this in the initial energy that the 1111 is coming? That is your new earth relationship. That is your ascended perfect match, your divine counterpart in the ascended energy, and you are going towards it. Have patience, take heart, and don't be superstitious. Have fun along the way. It will take the time that it takes for everybody to come into alignment, and so enjoy your life while you are coming into alignment. Don't sit around waiting and wasting away your days. Do you figure out what you like at this stage in your life and express yourself and play and have fun and know and trust that it is coming. So have patience in that one way where you don't lose faith. Be patient with the knowing that your faith is being expanded and the revelation of good things to come is trickling in, rolling in, beginning to emerge in your life. But it's a process. It is a journey. So have eyes to see it, divine feminines. So for divine masculines cross-watching, your feminine is going through another surgence of, like a resurgence of faith right now, or possibly wavering in faith. And so tap into your spooky action at a distance and have that soul confidence. You, masculine, can affect your feminine by believing in the connection. Okay, so what else can we see here? For the divine masculines on the heart space, sorry, I got a text message. 4 of Swords and Temple of Celestial Revelations, Angelic Assistance, Truth, Salvation, and Majesty. So it's sinking in. It's definitely sinking in. It's like integrating. This feminine here looks very crazed, a little bit like sleep deprived. So masculines might be burning the candle at both ends, as many downloads are coming in right now. This is a lot of, look at that blue color. I'm just getting that there's a lot of divine guidance, angelic. This is the color of Archangel Michael, that blue color. So a lot of communication, throat chakra upgrades. I just heard things making sense. This is on the heart space. So there's a lot of resting their weary, tired, old resistance tendencies that would say this connection doesn't exist, it's not real, it's too good to be true. There's kind of like giving up that ghost and now kind of believing in it, the truth of it on a deeper level, because we did get that soul reassurance here. So it feels like it's also sinking in on the heart space, on that heart level. Feminine's on the heart space, 7 of fire, and inner earth. You'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. So it feels like a big uphill battle, a slog, feminines, but it's the unicorn. This is going to be a magical, like, not necessarily out of nowhere, because you have been manifesting this in the way that you have been desiring it and seeing it and believing it despite all odds. In many cases you will survive this patient becoming, the new earth birthing. You will survive this. You will be able to see these new solutions and beginnings like out of nowhere. This unicorn's third eye is on point. And so keep trusting those inner visions that you've been holding, because the beginnings are coming. The solutions are coming. Just keep this pointed at the true north here for your connection, for your life. Keep going on that heart space. Keep believing in what your intuition is truly showing you. Okay, what are the masculines wishing? Emperor. There's a couple of children here, so they're wishing to, be in the midst of children, if those apply. There's a girl and a boy here, so take it how it resonates. Could be blended family, could be your kids, could be their kids. They just want to sit back and chill and hang out and, have arrived at a place where this family vibe can be, that they can oversee their domain and be proud of it. I get the sense that they have worked hard. They're working really, really, really hard so they can enjoy this beautiful life coming. Seal of subtle luminosities, discernment, discipline, and order. Yeah, they're working to put everything in order, all the ducks in a row for what will come as you come into union. Divine feminine, your masculine is putting so much heart and so much intention into getting everything just right, and the discipline, the discernment to do it sight unseen in their own right as well. Not a lot of collaboration. As we all know, in the twin dynamics, we're very independent and we navigate through an intuitive tensegrity with our twin, sight unseen many times. We are going at this as a spiritual creation process, that it does just kind of fall into place when it's time, because we've each followed divine guidance. And so the masculines are being diligent, very diligent, to follow through with the things that they know are ultimately bringing this long-term order and discernment to the connection, to their lives. And divine feminines, what are you doing at this time? What are you wishing for the connection? 4 of Wands, you are wishing for union. And the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. This is a message that's come up a little bit, in the first stages of union or karmic situations. We think that being in a relationship will you know, exemplify who we truly are. This is saying, be seen now, be the light, so that it all makes sense when you unify with your masculine, and be you now, so that you're bringing your best to the table. This came through yesterday. Like, you are not a trophy, divine feminine. You are not a damsel in distress. You're not secondary. You have your own everything to offer this connection. And it is really about being that true self now and not waiting for union for that. That is an inspiration. Your divine masculine adores seeing that aspect of you. So don't wait until you are in your ideal life to be that now. It becomes you, I heard. Okay, for the biggest block. Oh no, this is the action the masculines are taking. Offers of love. Oh, this is genuine offers of self, going out of their way, but not out of duty. Oh, there's the kitty cat. She is the spirit animal of claiming your independence. So the masculines don't care how their actions are interpreted. They're just doing them, and they're being genuine, showing up. Dimensional planes of perception number 3, subconscious awareness and Akashic information. Actually, it feels like almost like a superhero. Like the masculines are able to now activate in broad daylight around certain people in conversations and offer just the right thing and pull it out of the Akash. It's like a channeling that the masculines are tapping into more and more often, that discernment and the discipline that they are understanding energy in such a great way that they can bring just what's needed to the table with no strings attached. It's just coming through them. So and subconscious awareness, they're really learning how to find masculines. Your intuition is really becoming heightened here. You're more aware of dynamics and situations and what is the loving thing to do in more scenarios than in the past. You're having, I'm hearing forethought or premonitions about what's going on there and being able to act appropriately on that. Foresee certain things and knowing just how to get through circumstances and experiences in a way that is genuinely loving for all involved. And I'm actually getting a bit of a message here about, you know, the sexual tension that can happen if you're kind, if you're a masculine and you're kind to a feminine, that, you know, spiritual enlightenment and awareness can be misinterpreted as sexual energy at times. And so masculines, there is something to be said here that you are coming into the ability to offer unconditional love without that sexual charge. Okay, and for the feminines, the actions being taken, King of Air and longing for home, homesick for the stars. So this is taking flight. This is a very cerebral energy. It's a head over heart. It's a little bit of a detaching from the heart and innovative thoughts. It's working the puzzle, the conscious puzzle, from more cosmic vantage points, big picture thinking, like really big picture here. You might be reinventing your cosmology right now. You might be expanding what you thought this twin journey was, divine feminines. But there is a big picture thinking here that transcends the earthly paradigms. You are really getting up and above this world. Biggest challenge for the masculines at this time, the passion building. This is also the hot and cold ghosting. Wearing a lot of armor, guarding the heart, defaulting to a sensual connection and not, bearing the vulnerability. The great elation, reconfiguration, cycles, and gratitude. So masculines, your challenge is to be grateful for this clumsy becoming energy of the past. I'm going to pull this spirit guidance for that. Oh, King of Pentacles. So keep Keep focused on this becoming. This is the card of the entrepreneur. So there might be something right now that you can focus on, money, business, but notice how it's kind of stressful for this masculine. So don't overly fixate on that divine masculine. Chamber of imagination, whimsy, fantasy, and wonder. So it's a blending of the best of both worlds. 3D abundance, but also don't lose that sense of childlike wonder. And remember to bring gratitude and play, and I guess the work-play balance in is the way that you can be less hot and cold, because your heart's in things. You're just becoming more solid, more secure, more stable, emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, materially, spiritually. And that's going to eliminate some of this flitty, weak energy. It's going from a knight to a king when you utilize the proper balance of practicality and play, so that you don't have to like sneak moments of temptation and pleasure that way. I'm feeling a bit of a long-term motion here where temporary superficial stuff is just losing its appeal. It's not as satisfactory anymore for the masculines, and so that can be one night stands. This is a player energy, or emotionally immature. So there's a depth coming in that you're allowed to be both totally radical and imaginative. That is not the same as immature. That's quite ingenious. You're allowed to be a genius. You're allowed to channel through incredible innovations, but still be practical. You can do both. You don't have to just like not grow up and completely be in a more selfish motion. You can do both. You're starting to value both of those things equally, so that it's not compartmentalized, is what I'm getting. Okay, so for the feminines, what are the feminines most challenged by? They're masculine, King of Wands, and Whale and Orca elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. So I'm getting the pedestaling, feminines, you're challenged by thinking still remnants that your masculine is somehow better than you, that they are in this, empowerment and somehow have it figured out and you don't. Really tap in. Stop paying so much attention to what you think your masculine is up to, how they're wielding their wand, how they're ruling their kingdom, and bring it back to the depth, the substance, focusing on you. If you're observing externally that your masculine is unattainable, that means that's something that you should be taking action on in your own right. You have been making unattainable. Really think about that. Feel it, divine feminines. You are being asked to embody your own passionate expression here, and it may have to do with sharing your own music, frequency, sound, and diving deep into your own expression, regardless if it has to do with sound. It's about, not elevating your masculine inappropriately. Unduly, what is that? And tapping back into your own expression. That's the challenge right now. What is the solution? 2 of air and star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. If you are fixated, preoccupied with what your masculine is up to and whether they're rejecting you or not, that means that you don't feel they're equal. You don't feel like there's something valid for you to give. So drop through the fear, go into the love, connect with your heart chakra, and ask the divine to show you what activations, what transmissions you need to be bringing through. If you are feeling like your masculine is leaving you behind in any way, it's your perfect opportunity to go straight to source for something that's going to be a wild card to bring it in and to contribute that to this great becoming at this time. Star bathing, light body. Feel your own glow, your own aura, embodying this energy in your own right. divine feminines. Okay, where are the divine masculines' energies going in the near future? Universal understanding and objective observation. About what? Separation or money story. The 5 of coins can be abandonment wounds. So divine masculines are really starting to see how their actions have been affected by abandonment wounds, abandonment triggers. And so they're really understanding that it's not just them, and they are behaving exactly the way somebody with an abandonment wound would behave. You know, divine masculines feel like they have blundered their way through this connection too. And so divine masculines, forgive yourself. You were handed an abandonment experience, and now this is about you coming back to sobriety from that. Yes, addictions could factor in, but literally it's crazy making when there's trauma. And so this is healing the abandonment wound, which translates to the original separation wound, which translates to enlightenment, because we come back into alignment with Source. So observe how that awkward energy of fear and abandonment wounds has created a blockage between you accessing what you want in this connection, in your deepest fulfillment, and what is been manifested so far. Divine feminines, where is the energy going for the divine feminines? The Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light, and the 5 of air. This is my card of the free will. So in the reverse, divine feminines, take another look at how much control you have over your thoughts and how you interpret things. And specifically the things that you assume to be true. Actually, I'm going to challenge all divine feminines to write down any assumptions about this journey that you might have, and then simply ask yourself, is that necessary? Is that true? Is it kind? Okay, and let's just get a message in closing from each counterpart. So divine feminines to the divine masculines, what would you say in this now moment to your divine masculine? We are getting, my life started when I met you in the reverse, and do you even see me that way? So divine masculines, your divine feminine is really looking at things before they met you and how you changed their life like it was starting anew, and wondering where you're at with that at this time. Divine masculines, what would you say to your divine feminines in this now moment? You already know I'm absolutely in love with you. So they wonder if you do know this. Divine feminine, they wonder if you do actually know how in love they are. This card did come out yesterday with the King of Pentacles, so I would believe it. And another package, gossip only hurts more. I am obsessed with your body. I'm terrified, and I'm in so much pain. So you already know there's this abandonment wound showing up again, but they are absolutely in love with you, and it's having its way with them. You know, under the surface, this energy is truly working its way into all of the dark recesses of the psyche, of the heart, of the soul. It is slowly but surely transmuting all the fear because of the love, divine feminines. So you beautiful divine masculines, you beautiful divine feminines, keep going. Yeah, we don't want to have all this craziness, do we, divine masculines? Keep focused on the love and the light. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.